Okay, so I was gonna make this video yesterday, but as you know, if you watched the video I did yesterday, I had to push it to today for yesterday's video to still have relevance. Okay, so Sam Pepper, VeeOneEye, Alex Day, Luke Conard, and many, many more have one thing in common. They have all committed forms of sexual abuse and/or rape. And in terms of Luke Conard and Alex Day, it was more so manipulative sexual relations. Now, I could deal with Alex Day, Sam Pepper, and even Luke Conard, because I never really watched Alex Day that much. I did not really feel like, sure, I enjoyed Sam Pepper and Luke Conard, but I never really felt too much of an attachment towards them and their channels. But when I found out that Jason, VeeOneEye, manipulated a 15-year-old girl when he was somewhere in his 20s with alcohol into having sex with him, which is, you know, not only manipulative sexual relations, but also statutory rape, I was legitimately upset. Because I actually looked up to Jason. Jason was one of my role models. And then to find out he did something like that was just terrible. Hello, Rebecca. What is Jason doing? Oh, nothing. He just manipulated a 15-year-old girl with alcohol into having sex with him when he was somewhere in his 20s.
What?
Yeah, even Bri made a video about it.
No fucking way.
And
Jason, though?
Jason.
Oh my god.
You can tell she is upset as I was.
I need a cigarette.
She needs a cigarette.
Like, cigarette after that shit.
See, I told you might want to jump in at some point because it's, yep.
Fuck, man.
But yes, with Jason,
I wouldn't expect Jason of all people. Jesus.
neither did I. I didn't expect it, but even Bri made a video about it because he is not a hypocrite. He's not going to make a video addressing Sam Pepper and then just not make a video addressing Jason because he's not a hypocrite. So yeah, even Bri, one of someone who was indeed Jason's friend, obviously not his friend anymore, even made a video calling Jason out. And Jason did indeed own up to it, but that's only after the girl he manipulated called him out, after Bri called him out, and after so many people called him out, that's when he finally admitted to it. After he was called out. He didn't admit to it when no one else knew about it. He owned up to it after he knew there was no denying it. And that's also what made me just upset, because Jason was one of those people that I would look at and think one of the sweetest, most down-to-earth guys ever. Like, I looked up to him, like, a lot. A lot. And, you know, he has pretty much half of his old fans that still love him and everything, trying to push everything back onto Sam Pepper, who I'm not saying everyone should let that go because it's still not fucking cool, especially because even after he knew there, because even now that there's no denying it, Sam Pepper's still not gonna own up to it, even after Dottie called him out, even after so many people called him out. Sam Pepper's never gonna own up to it because no. And there are people defending Jason, saying, "Oh, Sam Pepper. Oh, at least he's not like Sam Pepper. He actually owned up to it." He didn't own up to it until there was no way he could possibly deny it. Like, there was legitimate proof against him to where there was no denying all this shit happened. That's when Jason decided to own up to it. See, it's a good thing he did own up to it finally, but he could have owned up to it at any time. But no, he waited until there was no denying the fact that he manipulated a 15-year-old girl and had sex with her, and even if she wasn't manipulated and she had given consent, she was 15 and he was 20 something. Her consent would not have mattered. It was still statutory rape. As a 15-year-old myself, I can't imagine the horror of being manipulated by a man in his 20s into having sex with him. I can't imagine the horror of that. I legitimately can't. I mean, I imagine it's completely horrifying, but I can't imagine it because it's just so terrible that somebody like Jason would do something like that. And I remember being like so upset about the whole thing, and then just deciding, you know what, there's no point being upset over an asshole like Jason, because like, of course there are a lot of people like forgive him and still like watch him and everything, and like after I found out this stuff, I'm just like I could not see myself watching your content and enjoying it and looking up to you after now knowing what you did. So I unsubscribed to both of his channels. By the way, this was not a hesitated move. Like, I did this immediately. Like, I unsubscribed from his main YouTube channel. I unsubscribed from his vlog channel, VeeOneEye. I unfollowed him on Twitter. I unliked his Facebook. I like completely cut every part of Jason out of my social media life and my life in general, because and obviously it wasn't hard to cut him out of my life in general because he like doesn't know my existence. But you know what? I really don't care. I don't want someone like Jason to know my existence. Same thing with like Sam Pepper and Alex Day, who now is working at a grocery store, if I'm correct on that. Yeah, somebody found him and took a picture of him working at a grocery store, and I don't even know what happened to Luke Conard. Like, obviously he off of YouTube. Like, I'm gonna see like how long it's been since he was actually on his YouTube. Same thing with Alex Day. Like, if I'm correct, like I can't really judge it for Jason or Sam because like their situations are more so recent, but I'm gonna see how long it's been since Alex Day and Luke Conard have been on their YouTube channels. Going on to Alex Days right now. Okay, hold on a second.
Hello, YouTube. Who's this cheeky monkey?
No. Oh. Well, by the looks of it, he started making videos again. His last video was made 3 days ago. But before he made a return to YouTube, he was gone. Okay. He was gone for 7 months before making a video 1 week ago. Okay. Whatever. Now I know for a fact that Luke Conard has not been on his YouTube. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check both his vlog one and his music one. Just so you know. Now, I'm not necessarily gonna assume he hasn't been on his music one because he might still be doing. Like I said, I really don't know because obviously I've cut the thought of Luke Conard like out of. Yeah. His last music related video was 8 months ago. So he really has not been on his YouTube. And his vlog YouTube thingy, he has not been on his vlog YouTube in 9 months. So he really is gone from YouTube. So yeah. Whew. So at least we have one dude that's gone. Now we need to try to get the other 3. Now we need to try to get these 2 gone. Sam Pepper and VeeOneEye. And we need to try to get Alex Day to re-disappear. Because I'm legitimately surprised that he's back. See, most YouTubers that make a comeback after months, like usually decide to take a break on their own, not because of a scandal. Like Chris Kendall, he took a long ass break because he chose to, for personal reasons. And now he's making a comeback because he wants to. He did not have a scandal because he is not like that. Alex Day, I don't know what you think you're accomplishing by trying to make a comeback, but I just hope that anyone with enough sense will do the best of their ability to get your ass off of YouTube again. Same thing with Sam Pepper and VeeOneEye. That's all for my little rant. I really wanted to make that video last week, but I was taking my break and I was determined to stay on my break. So, yeah. Whew. Bye guys. Don't be perverts that sexually abuse and manipulate women and have sex with 15-year-olds if you're like 20 something. And yeah, don't be a douchebag that. Okay, if you're a dude, don't be a douchebag with your peen. Use your peen wisely. And if you're a girl, 1, be careful, and 2, don't be a bitch with your vagina. Use your vagina wisely, because girls can sexually abuse guys too. So guys, be careful for bitchy girls that don't use their vagina wisely, and girls, be careful for douchey guys that don't use their peen wisely. Bye.